Hi, I'm Mark Zanmiller, City Councilor for the City of Hood River, and this is the March monthly video report for what's going on in the city. We had 2 City Council meetings this month, and I'm going to give you updates both here and at other sites. It'll be fun. The first one is we heard every month we hear from community partners, and that's a really important part of what the city does is we don't do all the services. So we partner with other agencies and groups that do these services that are so important to the community. This month we heard from the Trauma Intervention Program Northwest, or TIPS, and super important, neat thing. If you want to volunteer for people that help out grieving families right when there's an emergency, it's a great thing to do. Look it up. I think that'll be on the website. And the other one is we heard about the challenges facing the Columbia Gorge Crisis Resolution Center. We hear from the sheriff of Wasco County, and it's going to be built in the Dalles, and it's just part of the ecosystem that'll help houselessness people and people in crisis, and it's going to be important. Again, a partnership program. Okay, here we are at the Hood River Middle School, and it's important because it's centered to one of the big projects that's been going on, which is Safe Routes to School. So we did a demonstration project last fall, and now we are proceeding with implementing the first phases of that Safe Routes to School. Quite exciting. Gets kids to ride bikes instead of riding cars. So that's good. The city has also supported multiple grant applications for additional Safe Route to School steps. So it's an important thing that as we can find funding for these infrastructure things that lead to biking and walking instead of cars, that's something that the council likes to do. Also on the project stuff is we are getting ready to do budget committee. It's a super critical part of the city year in that we set the budget for the next fiscal year, which goes from July 1st until June 30th. So, and those meetings, there's 3 meetings and they'll all be at City Hall on Wednesdays in the month of May. So super critical. If you want to know how the city is actually functioning and funded, those are good ones to go to. Okay, we're down here at Waterfront Park, and there's to give you an update on a few construction projects that are going on. The first and biggest one is the stormwater improvement project is just wrapping up. Here we are, and we're in the final stages of it getting wrapped up. And what it did is replace this failing stormwater that was 18 feet underground. And so once it failed, we had to do all this other stuff. So this is where the new stormwater from the waterfront goes out to the river. In addition, and this is the second of 4 different phases for the stormwater improvement project. The third phase will be using low impact development techniques to take downtown stormwater and put it into a waterway, a greenway that'll then flow to the river without going through pipes and directly to the river. So that'll be really good. And then the 4th phase is some of the businesses down here at the waterfront will need to connect to the new stormwater line that's much shallower. And at the end of the project, it'll be all better, but it's complicated. So in addition to this big project, they're both traffic lights. You all have been held up by the 2nd and Oak and the Rand Road stoplight, and they're both supposed to be done in May. Let's say go team. It'll be really exciting to see those get finished. And then in the next month, we're going to start replacing utilities under Montello Street from about 6th Street to 1st Street. And this is part of a continual improvement of in-ground infrastructure to update to newer sewer lines instead of leaky old ones that are 110 years old probably. And just getting everything up to grade. It's a very slow process, but we're doing it block by block. And this year's winners are those of you that live on Montello. Another topic at the last 3 city council meetings has been people coming to us and talking about the situation in the Gaza Strip, and that, how heartfelt and uh, how important it is to act in the name of peace. City council has decided to release a statement very much focusing on the internal community, that we should all not feel threatened, that we should all feel comfortable, that people should feel comfortable having conversations and coming to council and having conversations. But that's going to be the end of the city council role on this topic. I want to read the statement that city council agreed to at the last council meeting. The Hood River City Council is disappointed to learn that there have been increases in anti-Muslim and anti-Semitic rhetoric and acts within our community in recent months. The city is working internally to increase racial and social equity and envisions a community where every person feels safe. As such, the Hood River City Council condemns actions that make the community members or visitors to our community feel unwelcome or unsafe as a result of their religion, race, cultural, or ethnic background. That's the statement. So, thanks for listening, and have a wonderful spring. It's beautiful out. Okay.